Hi everyone, it's Ellen with Classroom Unbound, and today I wanted to give you an update on how our homeschool is going this year. So if you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. So I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 children. My oldest is 7, he will be 8 in the next few weeks, and then a 6 and a 4-year-old. So if they were in public school, they'd be second, first, and pre-K. So our year so far is going super well. And I'm really excited about all the stuff that we've done so far and all the things that are yet to come. So we started off August 20th. That was our first official day of homeschooling. And I think what's been going really well so far is being able to get out of the house a lot. The weather's still really nice and the air quality in South Korea has been really good so far. So we haven't had any issues of being able to get outside and play. I think today was the first day that we've gone outside and we were like, oh, it's getting a little bit chilly. So we did come inside a little bit earlier than planned, but we will get dressed and go back outside a little bit later. But I think what's going really well with our homeschool so far as subjects is math. The boys are really just understanding concepts so quickly. It's been really great. And actually my daughter has too. I sat down to kind of teach her some numbers and go over some things, and she's like, Mom, that's 7. Mom, that's 5. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't realize you knew all of them. So with her, we're just recognizing she confuses 6 and 9, which is understandable. So we're going through recognizing some of those numbers still, but she does really well with counting. So, and the boys, they're starting to get into multiplication, and although that's not part of the curriculum yet, I'm just teaching it to them because they're interested. And I always think that it's important that if a child shows an interest in something, then teach it. I'm not going to tell them like, oh no, it's not part of your curriculum, that I can't tell you. So so when we go for long walks, sometimes we just go over our basic math facts, like what's 3 times 2, what's 10 times 5, and then we work through them out loud to kind of try to figure out how to get the answer if they can't figure it out on their own. So math has been going really well. I realized from last year, one of the weaknesses that I probably projected onto the students, because it's my children, because of it's one of my weaknesses is writing. So we are going to be focusing more on that this year. One change that we are going to make, we've decided as a group that we are no longer going to stick with the sassafras science. It's been getting a little bit lengthy following the story. My oldest has been complaining that there's not enough science in it. It's a little bit more story than he's interested in, because if I say we're doing science and then we're sitting reading a story for 45 minutes, and to him it's like basic facts, or my middle son will be like, I already knew that. So I've decided instead of boring them, I don't want them to ever be bored for science. I just feel like science is so much fun. So we are going to be switching gears and instead using the Real Odyssey Science, or Real Science Odyssey. And we're doing, I think it's level 1, Earth Science. So starting off with weather and then moving on to like Earth crust, and rocks. So that's what we'll be using. We'll see how we like that. And then if we love it, then we'll continue on with their program. And if not, then I'll be looking for another one. Some of the other things that we've gotten into over the past 6 weeks, we have done a couple of trips. So in August, at the end of August, we went to Busan, which is in South Korea, and we went to a beach down there and a temple, and it was so beautiful and amazing. And there was a sign at the temple that said Korea's most beautiful temple. I don't know how that sign got there, but it was really amazing. The temple was on the beach, so as soon as you like are in the temple or you walk right out of the temple, you just see the beach, and it was so beautiful and amazing, and we absolutely loved it. Then we stayed in a hotel overnight. We just stayed one night. We stayed in a hotel on the beach, which was also very beautiful and amazing. Side note, if you stay in a hotel on a beach on a weekend, there are parties, and I didn't think about that. while it wasn't a bother for my children, they slept right through it. I was up half the night because it was just really loud and they were having a great time, which is great and fun, but just note to self, bring earplugs next time. We also, we've done a hike at a local nature preserve. We went to Seoul for a couple of days. We found a really, really nice kids cafe. I made a video of the kids cafe that we found there. And we also had a Korean American cultural festival in our local city, which was really nice and fun, and we enjoyed that. That we've been into, my boys are doing taekwondo, my middle son, my 6-year-old Kai, is doing soccer, and then my oldest is doing piano and guitar. My 6-year-old had just, as of today, requested to start doing guitar too, so we will probably start that next month. My 4-year-old is not in any organized sports or activities, and that's just her preference for now. I don't push them to do anything that they don't want to do, and if they express an interest in something, I allow them to do it, and if they are no longer liking it or interested in it, I just ask them to complete whatever portion I've paid for, and then they can stop if they no longer want to do it. So for her right now, she says she doesn't want to do anything yet. She is interested in gymnastics and ballet, and we did try that for a month out here, but she just wasn't into it. I actually really loved it. So this was July, beginning of August. The teacher out here, she was a Korean teacher. She was very, very thorough with like the positions for ballet and speaking French and Korean to them. And she made sure all of the girls were like doing the positions properly and saying the words properly. But for her at 4, it was a little bit, I think, too much, and she wanted more like la la la, sing and dance or something. So we're just gonna hold off on that for a little bit, and that's totally fine. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you this month, we have gotten together. There was a couple of ladies who have recently moved out here to South Korea that were interested in starting a co-op, so we got together and we started a co-op. And this has been an interesting experience. I've never started a co-op before, and I haven't really been a part of an organized co-op, so this is my first time in that, but I have loved it so far. So we decided that we are going to go on a 6-week rotation, basically. So 4 weeks we'll do something more academic related, the 5th week some sort of organized field trip, and then the 6th week is our week off. So this was just our 4th week. For this first month, we have done Korean information. So the first week we did Korean language, so Hangul. The second week we did, I forgot. We did Korean history, oh, Korean food, and then today was my turn to teach, and it was Korean geography. And then, so we teach for about an hour is the structured time of it, and then the second portion of that, the kids get to play, and then we all just bring food and have lunch together and then just chit chat. And we've decided during the second portion of the chit chat, we are discussing a book. So right now we are reading through the Read Aloud Revival together, and then just every week read 1 to 2 chapters, and then we discuss it. So I'm glad we picked that book first, because it's really, I think it's a good book to read to kind of understand, okay, yeah, what I'm doing every day doesn't have to look perfect, but are we reading aloud together? Am I teaching my children how to love reading and teaching them that love for reading? And if nothing else, I'm still getting that in, and it's going to be okay. So I'm really loving the co-op. We will continue throughout the rest of the year. We just met today for our the last Friday of the month co-op, and we planned out the rest of the year, so we have everything planned for the remainder of our 2018 year all the way up until December. We decided to do like holiday party in December. We'll be having some art projects to make holiday cards. We have some field trips, some nature walks planned, and I think it's just going to be an amazing time for us to get together and also to make sure that our children are meeting up with other homeschooled children every week and getting together and having fun. And then also for us moms or dads who are homeschoolers, they are able to come out and have some adult interaction and not just, you know, have the children all day long. So far, this first 6 weeks have been amazing and great and fun. Looking forward for October. I probably will be, we will be focusing on just the main reading, writing, arithmetic. My mom is coming to visit for 3 weeks, so we are going to be going around and seeing a lot of things. So we will cut back a little bit on homeschooling just so we can enjoy that time with her and make sure that she has a great Korean experience, and then we'll rev it back up in November and December. But my hope is going forward to share how our homeschooling is going every month at the end of the month. So what's been going really well for your homeschool? If you've already started in September, what's been your favorite thing so far? And what's been something that you haven't liked or need to work on? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.